The mission of St. Andrew's Academy, everyone together, is to equip our students of learning
and endow them with the wisdom of the ages,
that they may serve God and be filled with
virtue and strength. Thank you for taking the time to stop and get to know St. Andrew's Academy a little bit. I'm Father Brian Foos. I'm the headmaster and a teacher here at St. Andrew's, a small classical and parochial preparatory school nestled in the beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains in Northern California. We seek to foster a culture which is true, good, and beautiful, and inspire a passion for learning, not for knowledge's sake, but for the sake of the kingdom of God, so that students will not only know with their minds, but with their hearts, and act it out in their lives.
Beginning and ending the day in worship, it frames the entire educational experience in a way that puts God at the center of the task, not in the abstract, but in terms of the lived culture of the school.
St. Andrew's Academy isn't really, at the end of the day, all about academics. It's about character training.
Yeah, primarily.
It's about spiritual formation. Graduate students that have been shaped by Jesus.
They will be academic.
We're a community of learners, young and old, all seeking to become like Jesus. And we think this is fun. And we think every bit of it is fun.
St. Andrew's Academy follows in the tradition of the education developed early in the life of the Church. Our students participate in this great tradition by studying Latin and Greek, formal logic and rhetoric, and the great books and ideas of Western civilization. High school students take 3 years of philosophy from Plato and Aristotle to contemporary philosophical issues.
St. Andrew's Academy really is a community. I just graduated, and I think that's one of the things I'm really going to miss about it.
I think the biggest advantage of St. Andrew's is our kids were not just exposed to a Christian education, they were taught what it means to be a Christian. St. Andrew's is building believers for this world, to be servants for Christ, and that's what it's all about. Touching on the academics, you can't beat St. Andrew's academically. They are demanding to a max, but because of the small class size and the intimacy, they are able to make those push, but also make sure that the goals are met. The kids are able to address the academic requirements in a way that helps build spiritual character. To look at St. Andrew's just from an academic aspect is to miss the point.
The thing that I think you must realize is that you can do a lot more in the life of kids than is routinely expected, and that most schools don't do it because their expectations are so low.
We're so used to looking at the world and saying, oh, someone ought to do something about this. And I think change really, it starts with me. Sometimes the only thing that you can have an impact on is yourself. And if we get enough people saying, I'm going to live my life well, I'm going to live my life in service of God and man, we might start seeing change.
What's at stake today is creating a generation of kids who are able to lean against the onslaught of what Nietzsche anticipated. So today, the thing that's so exciting about living today, it's either Jesus or Nietzsche. There's no middle ground. I mean, there is no school, I don't know of a school in the world that's doing what you're doing. Do you?